Great media debate. Well, I think I was team, wait, I wrote it down. Team Kozma. I think
Yes, me too.
that was you too?
Yeah.
Why? What did you?
Well, I thought Clark had a couple good points. I thought kind of the main gist was that you don't necessarily have to have technology in order to learn, which I agree with, because clearly we didn't have a ton of technology when we were in school and we were still capable of learning.
True.
I think, but what I think Koza is saying is that it's how you use the tool. The tool has all of these different abilities and attributes, and how you choose to use those can affect the learning, which is what I agree with and think it's very evident in the classrooms. My whole school now is one-to-one iPads, and
nice.
The teachers, I know, it's so exciting. Happened like 2 weeks ago, so we're thrilled. But the teachers that are planning with the iPads and using tools and technology that makes sense are more successful with it, and it's evident in the learning outcomes. So, like, for example, some of the teachers are just grabbing like throw and go apps that you're going to use one time, whereas other teachers are getting apps that you can create and export and smash together to create these really awesome products.
Cool.
Yeah.
Well, so I guess, what'd you think?
Why were you Koza?
Why was I Team Koza? I guess because he just started off with how do media affect learning. It wasn't just will it or what parts. It's just, it's there. So how is it going to affect it? And so I guess I'll use my little PowerPoint that is working. But is it working? Share screen. Can you see mine?
I can see yours.
I hope you're still there. Yes. So I put how is media affecting learning? It just stays current, stays relevant. And I know y'all could read this and I'm reading it. I'm that PowerPoint person. But it's constantly evolving, meeting all needs, and it's engaging and rapid. And the video that I watched, it was called The Machine is Using Us. I don't know which one you watched, but it was about 4 minutes long. And just watching it, I mean, I have to say I honestly chose the video that was the shortest one because I think that's how kids are too. They're just so short attention span, and even that video, everything was changing. The words were changing, it was linking, and I think that's why technology works now in the classroom because that's how kids' brains are. And yeah, we didn't have technology like you said when we were growing up, but all we had were, rocks. And I found this, can you see my screen still? I found this picture, it's a rock, an arrowhead, a feather, a pencil, and then a tablet, and that's, kind of what it is. We didn't use rocks to draw because we had pencils, so it's just.
You had a tool to do, it goes back to like the Sammer model. But just like glue, the tools you have need to be better at something. Like what level can this tool, is it just a replacement product? Like Microsoft Word would just be a replacement for paper and pen, or can you take it to the next level? And I think technology just allows us to do that.
Exactly. Well, I'm sure what you're running into is right now it is just a giant replacement tool because you have so many teachers learning how to use it and they're like, oh, we'll just do flashcards or, oh, we'll just something. So, even we will all evolve in how technology evolves with us. So, yeah, man, I wrote all this stuff down. What else did he say? Oh, but at the end of that video, it just basically says, everything is just evolving. There's 100 billion clicks every day. And it basically just goes through how the web was started. And then it just fast forwards through how we got links and pictures and videos and all this stuff. And at the end, it just talks about how people are sharing everything, trading, collaborating like we are doing now. And then basically at the end, it just says we really need to rethink copyright, authorship, ethics, love, family, and ourselves. And so I do think, unfortunately, there's that side of technology where, people don't care where they get stuff anymore. People don't care, in school, who they cite or whatever else. It's just getting that information out there. So I think we do have to do a better job of blending, where'd you get it, who said it, rather than me, I said it, put it on Twitter, look at me, and whatever else. So I don't know. I think that's the scary hard part right now with technology and education.
Yeah, I agree. It's definitely something that I know I need to work on and work on teaching my kids how to do it as well. And I think that as technology evolves and as we evolve in our use of it, that we will get better at that and probably classes in that will teach us all about how to do that. So
Definitely not going away. So
no,
I mean,
certainly not.
we have to all figure it out. But the one, I read this article and it said what students really think about technology. And I put it as a reference at the end of my little PowerPoint down here at the bottom. But basically it just said, this 14-year-old middle school kid loves that there's no textbook and the world is, this open, a more open world where he can learn anything. But his classmates, a lot of them don't like it because they see distractions and temptations to play other games, talk to other people, whatever else. And I think that really just comes down to the teacher and how he or she, I guess, kind of gives expectations. Yeah, uses the tool and gives the expectations in class. Like my class, I don't care if you talk to your parents. I don't care, what you do, but you need to go back and be on task. And
right.
I don't know, maybe I'm the hippie teacher in Austin. I don't know, but somehow it works. But, all that to say, it was saying that overall it's more personalized and not one size fits all when it comes to technology. And I personally like, how to use technology as a tool in the classroom because everyone feels the same. There's no baggy games, there's no folder games, there's, no kid just trying to put 2 dots and the number 2 together and they don't feel, as obvious as, the GT kids feel. So that's one aspect I like about it is you can multitask and do different things, but people don't feel labeled. So.
Right. Yeah. They just feel, I don't know. One of the videos I watched, I ended up watching a couple, but it showed all of the students in a college class and like all their stats and all their data. And it looked at like how many Facebook messages they read versus how much of the actual readings for the assignments they read, and just how different and engaged the students are with technology, which I think is what Cosimo's point is, that you can use it to engage the kids. But it all comes back to using it right.
Mm-hmm. That's what it is. But you just definitely can't, leave it out and use the, most cost-effective method, like Clark said. Because even now, in my slides, I say there's grants, there's Donors Choose, there's GoFundMe. So I really think that price-wise of technology in classrooms, the excuses are less and less. It's just you have to put yourself out there and do a little work sometimes.
Oh, yeah. So learning can happen either way if you have an educator in there that's going to go the distance, do the work, make the effort. I think the technology allows it to be faster, more seamless, get more learning objectives accomplished.
Mm-hmm. Exactly. So we're both Team Cosma.
Yep.
Got to learn with the tools we have.
Yes.
All right. I think we did it.
Yeah.